Welcome back to San Antonio Living. It is the latest spy thriller to hit bookshelves. Revelation is the third book in the Devolution Trilogy. And here to tell us a little bit more is San Antonio author John Casey. It's good to see you. How have you been?
I've been well. Thank you,
Yes?
Shelly. I appreciate you having me back.
Absolutely. We had you on this show when the first book came out, which is Devolution, right?
Yep.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that book and then the one that follows, Evolution.
Okay. So it's a spy thriller trilogy. So it's a kind of a continuing story, and Devolution was the first book. There we're introduced to Michael Dolan, who's kind of an unlikely spy who's thrust into adversity, only to come out of it the strongest and most capable of them all. That type of character. He's the best way to describe him is if Jack Ryan and Jason Bourne had a baby together. And so there's a lot of character development in Devolution, and the scope was a little narrower. All the action takes place in Paris and Berlin. There's a little bit in Algeria, but still a super exciting book. It gets faster in Evolution.
Okay.
The action takes place in more countries. That character development is already done, right? And then in Revelation, it gets even broader. And so the idea was that the dangers that Michael Dolan and his team face become bigger and more complex as the series goes along. And so that the Revelation is the capstone of that.
Okay, is this the final book in the series?
It is.
Yeah, definitively it is.
Sort of.
Sort of. We will see. Isn't that always the truth, right?
Yeah.
What does it take to put a series like this together? What is your background and how did that help you write this?
Okay, well, so a little bit on my background. I used to work for the Defense Intelligence Agency, and so I kind of worked in that world a little bit. Didn't work for the CIA, and I will say that I did contact the CIA, the Office of Public Affairs, and they actually worked with me. So they took copies of the manuscripts. This is something they normally do with big Hollywood films.
Okay.
They don't do it with authors.
They got to check it before it gets out there, right?
Well, there's that, and I think they want to make sure that if a series looks like a book series looks like it's gonna take off or something like that, that they are the clandestine aspects of the story are portrayed in a credible and realistic light.
Got it.
And so they worked with me, and I've been to 35 countries or so, and so I had a kind of a broad base of experience that I could tap into as I wrote the series.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you were looking for an authentic spy thriller with a lot of action, this is the series for you. We do have a giveaway for you this morning. The first two callers are going to get a signed copy of Revelation. Just call the number on your screen. It's 470-5222. And the latest installation is Revelation by John Casey. He is doing a book signing Saturday, December 10th at the Raindrop Foundation on Vance Jackson Road. Take a look at your screen. It is right there. For tickets to that, just search John Casey on Eventbrite. It is John Casey. He is a novelist and poet. JohnJCasey.com. You can find him on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well.